Here's how Donald Trump won Pennsylvania. Amazing, amazing feat. Pennsylvanians, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all supported Trump. Y'all basically are the ones that helped save the United States. Y'all helped save America. So much respect to Pennsylvania. I didn't know if Trump was gonna be able to pull it off or not. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Daily Wire from Marriott Lordy. Excuse me. She reports that former and now future President Donald Trump pulled off a stunning victory Tuesday night, flipping battleground after battleground red as tens of millions of Americans voted to send him back to the White House. Again, he got more votes than any Republican in history. Pennsylvania was his silver bullet. Quote, "If we win Pennsylvania, we win the whole deal," Trump told a local Pennsylvania radio station as votes rolled in on Tuesday. The Keystone State was considered a must-win for Vice President Kamala Harris. Without it, Harris would have had to win both Michigan and Wisconsin, as well as one southern swing state, North Carolina or Georgia, and western swing state, Nevada or Arizona. However, both North Carolina and Georgia began trending red early in the evening. I remember seeing that. I got excited, boxing Harris into needing a Pennsylvania win. Before the night was over, it was clear she wouldn't get one. And they took forever to give her Pennsylvania on places like Google and what's the other one I was looking at? I was looking at CNN for a little bit. I was switching in between maps. Valuetainment had a really good with the VT News. They had a really good accurate map that I was following as well. Fox's map was pretty decent as well. But Trump made inroads in several key areas of Pennsylvania and swayed several crucial voter blocks, both of which locked in his win. For decades, Black and Latino voters swung hard for Democrats, but both groups have begun moving to Trump, driven largely by men. Democrats have been unable to stop the bleeding. That's because they started calling men toxic and stuff and expecting them to roll along with that. Calling masculinity toxic and stuff is just crazy. Again, why would you talk trash or call names and people that you're asking for their vote? It makes absolutely no sense. Remember, for the last few years, they've been calling masculinity toxic, and men just got fed up with it. Real men that has testosterone, not those funny leftist men, the sensitive leftist men. But Harris underperformed with both groups in Pennsylvania's major cities, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. She garnered 89% of the black vote in Pennsylvania, while Trump got 10%, exit polls show. This is down from Biden 92% support in 2020. That's because a lot of the black people was like, wait a minute, we remember y'all calling Kamala Harris Indian for years, and then all of a sudden y'all just started calling her black. Y'all not gonna fool me and tell me this woman, this so-called person of color is black all of a sudden, now that y'all need my vote. And a lot of people won't fall for it, thank goodness. But she performed abysmally with Latino voters in the state, winning just 57% to Trump 42%. In 2020, Biden did much better, winning 69% of Latino voters to Trump 27%. In the final days of her campaign, Harris went to Philadelphia and pleaded with Black and Latino voters to turn out for her. In the end, it didn't work. Harris also severely underperformed in several counties that were vital to her success. Trump was able to flip Erie County in the northwestern corner of Pennsylvania, a bellwether that tends to predict the winner of the state. In 2020, President Joe Biden won the county by 1%, and in 2016, Trump won by 2%. The president-elect appears to have won by a similar margin this time. In Lackawanna County, President Joe Biden's home turf, Harris appears to have won by 3 points, worse than Biden's comfortable 8-point margin. Even before Tuesday's decisive defeat, there were rumblings within Harris's camp that her Pennsylvania operation was coming up short. Democrats complained privately to the campaign that the Pennsylvania team was not cultivating relationships with key elected officials, among turnout issues and other problems. Meanwhile, voters in the suburbs of the blue cities said life was just too expensive under Biden and Harris, and many of them voted for Trump economy, and rightfully so. Can you blame them, right? Trump's assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, and his triumphant return to the area to rally supporters again may have galvanized voters in the vital swing state as well. On Wednesday, one Philadelphia Democrat served up some cold realism, said, quote, "This is not just one county. This is not just one storyline. This is not just someone using this to explain their priors, right? This is pretty systematic," said Representative Brandon Boyle. "This is a solid Republican victory and the largest Republican victory by a presidential candidate since Ronald Reagan in 1984 in Pennsylvania," he said. "I don't think any Democrat who wants to improve upon this situation should sugarcoat this." At least he's being honest. At least he's being honest about that, which you can't say for the rest of the leftists, the Democrats, mainly the mainstream media, that's having a hard time coping with this, and they're making excuses, blaming everyone except for themselves for this huge defeat. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.